Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I know it's been a long time, but I'm going to be showing off an old mock that I built a long time ago that I really loved. And it's going to be a slow video, long video, but it'll be fun. And I also spiff on the mock, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Anyway, here's the first rendition. Alright, here he is. And I didn't say his name. He's called Wildfire, and he's like a Hero Factory villain. Because as a kid, Hero Factory didn't have much of a story, so I really liked making my own. And of course, this guy's design is not, super interesting, not very complex, but it's fun. And it's more so I was feeling nostalgic about this. And also with that, segment I just showed, I wasn't a huge fan of the thing I did with my hands. It was kind of a, I don't know, insert an appropriate word here. But anyway, moving on. Here is his giant claw, which is like 50% of his personality. It's super sharp, super long. I really like this asymmetrical look with the arms. And I also had the Raja thing on his shoulder. And this is in most of my mocks, having three joints in the legs so you can get more like articulation. It kind of acts as like a, McFarlane style figure or something along those lines of good articulation. Yeah, I'm kind of stuttering here because this guy's really fighting me with this dumb pose. I'm just trying to show off how much better this knee joint I made is, but he's kind of trying to prove me wrong. Anyway, moving on. He also has this really cool tail that I like, and I don't know, it's just yellow. It contrasts, and it's very posable. I really like kind of bringing it up to his face, right next to his eye. It's really menacing. You can do a lot of fun stuff with that. Overall, like I said, pretty simple, but very, very fun. Okay, we're going to move on to a second form, which is pretty easily my least favorite. Oh my gosh, this is such a headache trying to figure out what to do. My original footage is so bad for this guy. Ah, okay, so weird cut, I know, but I'm kind of making the mock, figuring out how to do it, and then cutting back here. So let's do it. All right, here he. Oh my god. All right, here he is. And again, I had a hard time making this version because when I played as a kid, I would do like kind of an adaptive story thing where, depending on how the characters got hurt, I would like upgrade them, stuff like that. And I just couldn't really remember how to how to do this part. And like I said, I have pictures of the back, and the pictures for this guy's back were so terrible. So I just kind of had to wing it and try and approximate what I remembered, if that makes any sense. But it's very similar to Form 1. His tail is just a mace now and lower, and he has these big shoulder pads which block the cool pauldrons he already had, and it's just kind of weird. It's just weird. I'm not in love with it. He also falls apart like really easily. I'm just ready to move on. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, and I'm done doing that dumb hand swiping thing, but oh boy, that's a lot of pieces. And here he is. This is how I remember him. And the pictures I had for this guy were way better. But I think this guy in this mode has a lot more personality and a lot more presence. And I'm very excited to get into it. All right, to start off with, he has two giant claws, so he is now symmetrical. But, I don't mind it. And he feels super strong this way. He can just shred through anything. Because this guy is really tall. However, he is extremely flimsy. Oh my gosh, I forgot how bad that was. Because you can see I use like, I don't even know, like 7 joints here. And I tried using some of the friction joints, but it's too much. And his back is, whew, it's interesting. All right, this is kind of supposed to be a jetpack, I guess. I really don't like it. Those blade pieces break super easy, and I'm just, they're just slapped on the back there. Weirdly enough, I don't think I ever broke them. This guy's legs, man. The articulation is bizarre. And I really like how you can fit the, what's this guy's name? Nitro Blast? Yeah, you can fit the Nitro Blast head over the Raja head like that. It makes for a super unique neck. Like, look at that. I don't know, it just gives him a lot more personality. And that's why he's wildfire, because he's like a cross between like kind of beastie and fiery. That's my kid logic. This guy also transforms, which is kind of why I wanted to build him. It's one of my favorite features. So you gotta take the tail out, and it's very kind of Beast Machines esque. It's nothing too crazy, but you take his top head, flip it back, and just kind of fold it back there. And this is gonna leave the Raja head for like his primary head, so you can just fold that out however you like. And that's basically the whole transformation. I kind of like to fold the shoulders back and just kind of pose them up. And I like to try and give him the, I think it's pronounced digitigrade legs, the like animal legs. You know what I mean? And just kind of bend him over, and there he is in his like beast mode, which this guy I think looks really cool. He's definitely like a Tumblr sexy man kind of vibe, but he's just so like beastie, and it was a lot of fun having him jump around and terrorize the heroes like this. It reminds me of the good days before I was a total edge lord. Anyway, I actually whipped up a fourth version to see how far I've come. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this guy cannot stand to save his life. It's so bad. Hey, get back there. So I'm not going to show myself build this claw for like a fourth time. It's the same one. You get the idea. Okay, I know that was like a lot, guys, but I think this is worth it. I'm really proud of this. I mean, it's not like Lego Masters level at all, but with the pieces I had, I feel like this was really fun. It was really fun to build, and I think the transformation is pretty cool for looking so like so nonchalant, like a chill guy. I'm sorry, I know that's a dead meme, but I had to say it. All right, so let's just get into the meat and potatoes of this guy. I know he's out of frame a little bit, but this figure is huge, and he's got a little bit of a backpack, but who doesn't? At least it's not a Yowie backpack. He's also extremely heavy. His legs, ooh, they are working overtime, but they still look good, I think. And, ooh, the life of a Tumblr sexy man. everything's popping off. He's not the most stable, all right? You couldn't give this to Lego and say, "All right, ship it. It's good." A kid would a kid would mess this up pretty quick, but it's fun. I also added the like gun thing back on because that was one of my favorite parts of the first version, and I really miss that pop of yellow. He also still has the belt and the claws. He's got all the features you love. He can look edgy. The flames here don't get in the way too much. He still has pretty good articulation. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. All right, let me try and track down like a size comparison. I know I used to use Tahu, but he's up on my shelf. He looks really pretty. So I'm going to try and find leader class Grimlock here. I know he's actually a pretty rare figure, but I'll give you an idea of how big this guy is because I feel like Grimlock here is a pretty big figure, maybe 9, 10 inches, something like that. And this guy towers over him. This guy's pretty easily over a foot tall, which I mean, yeah, like 12 inches isn't like that much, bro. All right, let me just transform this guy before I say anything else weird. And I'm not a furry just because I know the word digitigrade, all right? It's a perfectly common word. Anyway, we're going to be doing some crazy spinjitzu with his leg to try and get the bottom bone piece right here to be facing the opposite direction so we can get some increased articulation. So just flip that around like the calf and then flip his foot around back to the proper way and do the digitigrade thing. And there are his legs, and already I think that's a pretty big improvement from the past. And okay, this is where things get a little a little nuts with the transformation. All right, so you're going to want to turn them all the way around, and we're going to start with this tail. We're going to unwrap it, or it's a belt, but it's actually the tail, guys. Don't get confused. Okay, so stick it out and flip that down. Oh gosh. We're going to move his arms down, flip the shoulders up, do the same on the other side. This one has the cannon, so it's going to be a little bit more awkward. Should be good. All right. We're going to try and flip this chest part forward. Okay, now what? I'm confused myself. And then okay, rotate that around and rotate that around to get it in this orientation. Flip the head back. Okay, let's move back here. Oh, this part's rough. Move these beams down. And then see this little pin? We're going to move that forward like that. We're going to be like Jiren. Forward. All right, come on. There. Nope. There. We don't want to take it off. We're going to take this out and rotate it around. Hopefully we don't remove any pieces. Then plug it back in and make sure it's nice and tightened. The ball joints kind of slot together nicely. All right, try and get everything situated. Rotate this part of the tail around. And then finally put the head back there. And I like to, it's kind of tricky, but I like to try and move these big armor pieces around to cover the face right here. Awkward silence. I'm sorry, I just need to take a breath. I know that's what editing's for, but whatever. All right, and that looks okay from the back. Looks neat, I guess. But this is my favorite part right here. Okay, so get that. And we're going to put these two together. And they're just going to slide together like that. And then flip the chest up. And with all of that, we are done. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. Anyway, here he is. He's pretty unstable, unfortunately. But he looks a lot different, I feel. I mean, obviously, same color scheme and stuff, but he has a pretty different vibe. He's not going to fool anyone. This is some kind of G1 Beast Wars stuff. And yeah, I said G1 Beast Wars, fight me. But overall, I think it's enough of a change. I'm very happy with this mouth. That Furno XL helmet just really slides in perfectly to make a really cool set of jaws and kind of a cool underbite. I'm just really happy with that parts combination. I think it turned out really fire. And let me just try and imitate myself. Okay, I just want to real quick just show you how different that was. Look at that. I think that's more than enough of a difference. You can see how much shorter he got. He's almost as tall as Grimlock, but he's way more wide than he used to be. Anyway, that's it. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I upload when I feel like it, okay? And I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do some more reviews. I've been getting a lot of cool stuff lately, but reviews aren't too popular, and I mostly just like to make videos for myself. If I know I'm not gonna make it public, I can just be more personal, and that's what I've been doing. I like to upload a lot of videos to private, but maybe I'll do some more, better edited ones on public. Let me know what you guys would be interested in. I'm probably not gonna care. I'm just gonna review Bionicle stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying 2025 and watch more videos or something. Bye.